Welcome back to the Realest Reviews. Today's review is focused on 2021's documentary entitled Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Grief. And the official synopsis of Bob Ross is: Bob Ross brought joy to millions as the world's most famous art instructor, but a battle for his business empire cast a shadow over his happy trees. And before I give out my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. And when it comes to this Bob Ross documentary, I did enjoy this documentary a lot, as you get to find out who Bob Ross, the person, was in life, and just how he liked to paint as well. And here we go. What I first enjoyed about this documentary was the fact is that we got to find out who exactly Bob Ross, the person, was, his upbringing in life, his time in the army, and what eventually got him to start painting in life as well. I was really glad to find out that Bob Ross was not a two-faced, shady individual. And what I mean by like two-faced individual is that someone that's fake. Like, they have a good reputation to the public, but inside they're just another person inside, and that person is just bad, horrible, all kinds of just evil, to say the least. Bob Ross is definitely not like that. He was what he presented himself on TV, and that was really good to know. I also enjoyed the interviews that this documentary provided with his son, some of the closest friends that he had, other family members as well, and even just people that he helped with his paintings whenever they were going through pretty bad times in their own personal life. The interviews were really well done. Another thing that I enjoyed about this documentary was that it definitely showed us how much of an impact that Bob Ross and his paintings had on millions of people around the world 20 years ago and here in 2021 now, with many people still continuing to discover who Bob Ross is and painting just like him as well, because I have seen many people try to recreate some of Bob Ross paintings, and honestly, a lot of them do a really magnificent job with the painting looking almost exactly like Bob Ross, with just a few differences and everything else. And this documentary just exemplifies that, showing us how the man himself was an inspiration. This documentary definitely does have a darker side to Bob Ross in his life, his TV show, and in his estate as well, because Bob Ross decided to make a company with the Kowalskis. After Bob Ross died, the Kowalskis basically took control of everything when it came to the rights of using Bob Ross's name, imagery, paint. Like, the Kowalskis are pretty horrible people, and Bob Ross's son just explaining the entire ordeal with what happened after the fact, it was heartbreaking and just disgusting, to say the least. With one person even explaining about how some people were painting pictures just like Bob Ross and were even signing the signature that Bob Ross used to do after he finished the painting, and that was due to the Kowalski orders. Like, the Kowalskis are pretty horrible people. His son should definitely have the rights back, because it's just a shame with it's just a shame with how the Kowalskis did his son, and how they even tried to sue the family to even get all the pictures that he painted back, just because, for the sake of it. That part of the documentary definitely left me feeling some type of way with just how grimy people are. And I would say the lesson that I got when it came to that was that you have to be careful with who you get in business with, because that same person will sell you out in an instant, alive or dead. It doesn't matter what it is. Out of all, despite the very negative aspects when it comes to the Kowalskis and the Bob Ross and the estate. This documentary was a really well done documentary, and I really do hope his son is able to somehow get the rights back, because it's just sad to say the least. And how I would rate Bob Ross, the documentary, out of 5 stars, I would probably rate Bob Ross maybe 4 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.